When you have a large whiskey collection, you start forgetting about bottles and they start accumulating dust. So in my collection of over 400 bottles, here are 7 that I have forgotten about. And now they're dusty. Oh, I'm excited. This is for Gavin. Let's get into it. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Carlos. Thank you for joining me here on the very, very bluish Whiskey Corner. Truly appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the video, and checking out the channel. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for being such amazing supporters and a good community. I love y'all. So thank you for being on the other side of that screen. Let's get straight into it because we got a lot to do today. I am talking about 7 bottles that are here in my collection and I've forgotten about. And now they're dusty, right? Now, there's a lot more than 7, so this might be a little series that we do, but at least this is part 1 of that series. I have 7 for you guys, and then the last 4 of these 7, we're gonna blind them. We're gonna put them up against each other, and we're gonna see what comes out on top in terms of what I like so far, right? But let's get straight into this list. And I'll start the list off with a rye, and it's the only rye that's here. I didn't do that on purpose. It just happened to be the only rye here. And that is Wagon Malted Rye. Now, I said I wasn't gonna buy any more Smoke Wagons. I've had this for a while. I've had this probably for like 3 years. And I'm not a big fan of the MGP 95.5 ryes. I'm not. And Smoke Wagon normally uses that, but this one was different. This one they used 51% rye and 49% malted barley. So there's no corn here. This is just rye and malt, right? So I really do like this one. I know the rye guy likes a rye, so I like this one. I do appreciate it, and it's the first one that has gotten forgotten and dusty at the same time. So let's go into the second one. Now, all of these after that one are all bourbon whiskeys, unless you want to call one a Tennessee whiskey instead of a bourbon. Yeah, that's my little reaction of those people, or impersonation of those people, but we don't have to talk about that. Let's keep moving on. This next one is one that I stopped buying completely because I just didn't see the value in it, and I'm sorry, because I love the band. You might know where I'm already going. I love Metallica. This is Blackened, but this one in particular is the Blackened and Wes Henderson. So Wes Henderson was the master distiller for Angel's Envy, and maybe that's why I don't like it, because I'm not a big Angel's Envy fan. This one is finished in port wine cask. But last time, unfortunately, that's not one of the ones that we're tasting here. But last time I've had this, I don't think I liked it, and that's why it got pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed back behind bottles and in little crevices, and that is why it's dusty and gotten forgotten, right? So, Blackened Wes Henderson, sorry, you're on this list, and can't do anything about that. Let's go on to the third one. This third one is one that I don't know why it's on this list, because I have taken it to bottle share, so I haven't really forgotten about it, but I did forget to actually have a pour of it. I don't remember the last time I had a pour of this one, so that's on me. That's my bad, but at the end of the day, it has some dust on it, and this is Chattanooga whiskey bottled in bond. Yes. Now, I actually think this is a good one. From what I remember, I really like this one. Took it to bottle shares. People liked it. This is from spring 2018. I think it's a good one, but to be honest with you guys, I haven't picked this one up in a while. So my question is why? And unfortunately, that's not in the blind either. But it is on this list, and it is forgotten, and it is dusty. Now, these next 4 I put into a blind here in my little solo blind. We're gonna spin that. Another spin, and then I'm gonna tell you what they are. And I'm gonna tell you what glass they're in as well. So the first one we have is Old Ezra 7. Now somebody called this out on one of my videos, the videos that I put on whiskeys that should be allocated, but they're not, or allocated worthy whiskey. Somebody threw this one out there, and I agreed with them. From the last time that I remember having Old Ezra 7, I really, really liked it. I thought it was an amazing whiskey, and I forgot I got one, but it is dusty now. I got one, and I'm cool. I'm glad that we can put it in this blind. That is glass number A. Glass number B has this one, and I can't believe that I forgot about this one. This is Rebel 10. I have one of these unopened with my older son's birth year on it, and I hope to have one unopened with my younger son's birth year on it next year. And this is Rebel 10 from 2010. This is barreled filled on 3/3/2010. So this is cool. I forgot that I had this one, and I don't remember the last time that I actually had it, but hey, it's on this blind. The second one, or the third one that's on this blind and is glass number C, is this Woodford Reserved Masters Collection. Oh yes, this is the 124.7 proof. I'm not gonna pretend like I know which one these are. These could be from 2023, this could be from 2024. I don't remember. This could be from 2022, I do not remember. I might put it here if I remember to put this on there, but yes. I'm normally not a fan of these Masters collections, so I definitely forgot about that. And this is a barrel proof, and I normally don't like them, so I mean, we got that, so it is what it is. And then lastly, in glass number D, Heaven's Door 10-year decade series. So this is a bottle that I bought when I first moved into this house, because I remember doing a review video. I don't know if I ever put it out, but I remember doing a review video in my living room, or in my kitchen / living room area. And yeah, it was when I first moved in here. There was a crazy echo because we didn't have too much stuff in the house. So yeah. So I remember that. I just haven't went back to it in a long time. So it definitely got forgotten, definitely got dusty. Let's go in for some water, and then let's get into this blind. All right, drink some water. We got this blind. Again, spinning it for the 3rd time, and because my favorite number is 4, we're gonna spin it the 4th time. And that should be enough, because I forgot where I put these. Dogs are barking in the background because my son just got home from a walk, or from the gym, and that's what it is. So we have these in this order. I'm gonna start clockwise to me. So 12 position, 3 position, 6 position, 9 position, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously the 12 position is 1, the 9 position is 4. Pretty easy, right? So let's go straight into it. Cheers. This one is vanilla and spice. I'm digging that vanilla oak. Yeah, vanilla, caramel, and oak. I'm digging this nose. Cheers. All right, so that was a little different on the palate than it is the nose. You're getting a little spiciness, maybe a cinnamon spice. You're getting a little more oak on it, but overall it is not bad, and I'm really loving the nose. That's a really good nose. Cheers. I think we started this off good, because that's a good one. I really like that one. All right, let's go in to the second one, or the one in the 3rd, or in the 3 position. Cheers. This one's a lot more cinnamon and oak on the nose, for real. A little bit of vanilla, but definitely baking spices and a lot of cinnamon and oak. I don't know how I feel about this one on the nose, but let's go in for a taste. Cheers. I mean, that's not bad. It's a little lower proofish. Definitely a lot more cinnamon and baking spices were coming out on the nose than they are here. This is very mellow and easy drinking, quite honestly. This is probably the one, between 1 and 2, this is probably the one I would reach for the most, just because it's just so mellow. I could see myself just drinking this all day, every day. Cheers. I like that one. I really do like that one. Watch that be the Heaven's Door. That's the one, quite honestly, that I think is gonna do the worst, but who knows, right? Actually, I think the Woodford Reserve Masters collection is gonna do the worst because I really don't like those, but who knows. This is number 3, or the one in the 6th position. Cheers. Wow, this is all vanilla. Vanilla chewy candy. Like that vanilla Tootsie Roll, vanilla marshmallow. Oh, I can't get over that. Cheers. All right, totally different on the taste. You're getting a little bit of spiciness, like baking spices, cinnamon spice, maybe a little bit of rye spice, but overall it's not bad. You're getting some cherry cola, you're getting some vanilla, you're getting some oak. I like the nose on it a lot better, but the taste is not bad. Right now my favorites are, I believe, number 2 and number 3. That one's not bad, I am gonna say. All right, and then last one is the 9th position, or number 4. Cheers. That one's more of a like sweet caramel chew, like a sugar daddy. Maybe a little bit of berries and graham crackers. Cheers. That one has a lot of berries and it has a weird note at the end. I don't know how I feel about it. I like it, but I don't. Has a lot of like charcoal mellowing. Or limestone water. So that's either the old Ezra or that's the Heaven's Door. I don't know how I feel about that one. And I thought I really liked the old Ezra, so I'm hoping that's the Heaven's Door. All right, right now I want to say 3, 2, 4, 1, but 3 and 2 are very close. So let me go in for
6.5 hours later.
I like 2. I think I'm gonna change that. All right, here's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, in that same clock type of note. So 3 position, 6 position, 4 position, 12 position. 2, 3, 4, 1. Yep, that's what it is. So let's see what was my least favorite one, which was the one in the 12th position, or the first one. C. Okay, so Masters Collection. This was the Woodford Reserve Masters Collection. That definitely goes in line with what I thought was gonna happen. Now, which one was the second last? Now, overall, I did enjoy all 4 of these, quite honestly, even the Masters Collection. So no knock against it, but in this type of scenario, that did the worst, quite honestly. This one was number 3, or second runner up, and it is D. So Heaven's Door. Wow, okay. All right, this is really going the way I thought it was gonna do. Actually, I thought Heaven's Door was gonna be last, but it did beat out the Woodford Reserve, which also makes sense because, like I said from the beginning, I'm not a fan of the Masters collection. And now we're gonna go into which one I picked, which was number 2. And then obviously the runner-up was number 3, but B. Rebel 10. So Rebel 10 year was my favorite. And then obviously A, which is Old Ezra 7, was my second favorite. I enjoyed this one, and it's a shame that these are forgotten and they're dusties, but at least I know that I like all 4 of them. Even the Masters collection, although it came out last, it's not that bad as I originally thought. Maybe it just needed to open up more, I don't know. But let me know, have you guys recently tasted any of these? Comment below, love talking back and forth with you guys. Please do me some favors, like or dislike this video. Please subscribe, because that would really help me out. Please check out the Patreon in the description. So those $3 a month will help you support the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Lastly, I'm gonna drink some more of this. I'm gonna pour some more Rebel 10, and I want you to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.